What do you think about? I guess on any given day we all think about all sorts of different things. I don't know about you, but I sometimes find myself awake in the early hours of the morning thinking about the jobs I have to do the following day or something I've forgotten to do the day before. And if I want to get back to sleep, I usually have to get up first and write it down so that it's not forgotten again once my day really begins. Even when I have quiet moments, and I do get some, I try and go for a walk at least once a week and have some time away from the screens which dominate so much of my time. But even then, my head is full of thoughts and plans and possibilities. I think about what PlayStation game I might like to try next, and when I need to pick the kids up from school, I think about what I'm preaching on that week, or the book I've just read, or whether or not I'll get home before it rains. I think about all sorts of things. My head is full of thoughts all the time. Is that the same for you? I sometimes wonder if I'm always thinking about all of my own stuff, where is the room in that for God to speak? He does speak to me, he does guide me, but it must be so much easier for me to hear him if he didn't have to shout over all of my own thoughts all the time to make himself heard. We've been thinking together about spiritual disciplines for the last few weeks, and today I want to talk to you about meditation. It's not something that I have often practiced, but it is something that I think could really be valuable for my own walk with Christ, and maybe for yours too. Sometimes we make the mistake of thinking that meditation comes from Eastern religions and is not part of the Christian tradition, but that's not so. Christian meditation in one form or another goes back to our roots. The big difference for us, though, as followers of Jesus, is that the goal of meditation is not just focusing on our own beings ourselves, but rather Christian meditation seeks to recenter ourselves on God. It's about drawing near to him. I think a good starting place is Psalm 27 verse 4. It says, "One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord and seek him in his temple." For me, this is the goal of Christian meditation. To recenter, to focus, to dwell in the house of the Lord, in his presence, to gaze on his beauty, to seek him in his temple. Remember that as Christians we believe that we are the temple of God, that he dwells within us. And so to meditate is to seek his presence within us, with us, and to strive for unity with his purposes. A good way for us as Christians to meditate is to take a short passage of scripture, a verse or part of a verse, and to dwell upon it for a time. The core and the key of meditation is to find a way in the quietness, in the stillness, to let go of all those things in our own heads. All the things that we are thinking, the things that crowd our thoughts. To notice them and to release them. And to know God. To know his presence. To seek him through his word. It's not easy to do that. It's not easy to let go of all your thoughts. But I think it can be really fruitful. So why not give it a try? If you're not sure how to start, you can always Google guided meditations for Christians. There are loads of really helpful ones, and that might be useful for you. But either way, let's all of us strive to take some time to really quiet ourselves and our thoughts before God, that we might indeed find him in his temple, that we could better hear his voice above our own.